That's ISO.
Rack it up, I got a bit of the bank to make me a safe house. Shake it up, she got her hands on her knees and she bringing the cake out. Smoke it up, I got some gas, some packs, I'm up in the greenhouse. Ball it up, I'm with the gang, we taking shots off the rebound. Look at my posters, say now, I've been humble too long, yeah. Tell them all to stay calm, yeah. Tell them all to move on, yeah. Look at my posters, say now, they be lost in the sauce, yeah. Took a loss, that's your loss, yeah. Had to get my point across, yeah. Heard them lasers talking now and we don't pay that no mind. Didn't need to watch them, know that I'll be here in no time. Put a candle on and had to tell them they could blow mine. Lights, camera, action, shows. Smoking that dope from Edmond. We the new meth in Redmond. We ain't real blood, but we brethren. Run up a check and it's pending. She talking my news, we'll send them. The fam, you a dead man. Jesus peace on my pendant. And we still independent. ISO, yeah, we trending.
Alright, Tyler, so we're down here, Gold Coast Wheels and Tyres today, mate. What's going on? Obviously, that's pretty obvious from the name of the place, isn't it?
Yeah, we're getting some wheels put on the car.
Yep.
So we're down here.
On the Skyline, of course.
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
car?
of course,
Not
the
the
Skyline. No.
So yeah, down here, we thought we'd bring you along. There's not a lot of car content at the moment. Not too many car shows.
Yeah, no, not really.
Sorry, we are a bit close. You are right. That's social distance. It's not a laughing matter, but you know, you got to laugh sometimes to get through these things too, don't you?
Of course.
So, but talking about that, it's caused some issues for you to get your wheels as well, hasn't it?
Yeah. So quarantining and whatnot, I had to wait extra time and stuff for them to be released, and now we've actually gone with a different set.
Because the guys here, they look after you, right?
Yeah.
So Jaden down here, you come and seen him. He's hooked you up. We've gone through heaps of sets of wheels. Found some stuff you liked.
Yeah.
And then ordered that in. Had to get it made.
Yeah. They didn't have any in that colour, so or the size that we wanted.
Yep.
So we're going 18 by 9.5 square all the way around. So they didn't have that in the original wheels, so they had to get it made, and then that was originally going to be just 2 weeks.
And then get your offset as well.
Yeah, and then everything happened, and well, obviously now we had no idea when they were going to get released.
So they're sitting in a container on a dock somewhere?
Yeah.
And
so they had
you're sick of waiting? Yeah,
they had this set, and they look pretty much identical, except they just have a slight lip instead of being flush with the rim, the concave. So.
Yeah, right. So you got a bit of dish on there as well.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So what do you reckon? That's sort of best of both? Well, the other ones didn't.
Yeah, looks good. I think these wheels look heaps better anyway. So
you reckon it worked out for the better? Yeah. Yeah, there you go. So you said what size were they again? They were
18 by 9.5. So
yeah, okay.
Plus 20 all around, 25 I think.
Yep.
So
okay.
We're just working out what size tyres we can fit there.
Just getting the most you can fit under the guards there.
Yeah.
Fair enough. What brand?
They're Lenzos, the wheels. So
yep.
Yeah, picked them up, good price, so can't argue.
Yeah, there you go. And yeah, we'll have a look around the shop, see what's going on with the tyres. You know,
a bit of learning to happen.
A bit of learning. There's only so much we can learn about putting some wheels on a car, but you're going to have to stick around and go for the ride because there's just no car shows. So we'll get it ready for when there is a car show, right?
Yeah, of course.
That's what I was working on.
Yeah.
Right. Well, let's pop in there and have a look.
Yep.
Watch what you say, don't offend them. They keeping it real, they commend them. People like get your wife pregnant, but I ain't trying to be dependent. I need money never ending. I'm talking 100%. I need the only you rent it. Whoa, step in the spotty and watch how they panic. Yeah, we the duo, you know we dynamic. When we outside, we be stopping the traffic. Breaking their necks, them they upset. How them boys doing more when they got less? How they on this and how they on that? How they got this and yeah, how they got that? Too busy watching us, they need to stop that. Talking my shit, you know we gon' pop that. See it, I like it, yeah, I'm gon' cop that. When we on top, how you on top that? Nah, you ain't got nothing on us. I'm steady calling your bluff. Pass me the split, need me a puff. You don't want smoke, tell them that's tough. Yeah. Heard them lasers talking now, and we don't pay that no mind. Didn't need to watch them know that I be here in no time. Put a candle on and had to tell them they could blow mine. Lights, camera, action, it shows I rack it up, I got a bit of the bank to make me a safe house. Shake it up, she got her hands on her knees and she bringing the cake out. Smoke it up, I got some gas, some packs, I'm up in the greenhouse. Ball it up, I'm with the game, we taking shots off the rebound. Look at my post to say now, I've been humble too long, yeah. Tell them all to stay calm, yeah. Tell them all to move on, yeah. Look at my post to say now, they be lost in the sauce, yeah. Took a loss, that's your loss, yeah. Had to get my point across, yeah.
So here we are, Gold Coast Wheels and Tyres. We're getting some wheels put on the Skyline, and we've got to balance them. What's sort of the purpose behind balancing the wheels?
So essentially, not every wheel, not every tyre matches up perfectly. Being perfectly circled, being perfectly balanced is sort of impossible. So what this machine pretty much does is finds the heavy spot in the wheel, the light spot in the wheel also tells us where we can make up for the weight it needs to. Then for bring it back down to zero, a perfectly balanced wheel. So you won't get any vibrations on the highway. You won't. That's pretty much what we're outruling there.
Yeah. When we're putting it on here, we've got to make it quite tight, I'm guessing. Obviously, you don't want the wheel to fly off.
Definitely needs to be tight. Yep, definitely has to be tight because it does reach about maybe 20, 30 kilometres an hour on there for us to get our reading.
Yep.
So yeah, definitely want it to be tight. See 35, 20. So basically where it picks up your reading is from the outside of the wheel and the inside of the wheel.
Yep.
Because these wheels are obviously a nice fancy wheel, we're not going to go smack on that alloy wheel. This is an old lead weight, which is what essentially they used to use.
Yep.
Nowadays we use a little lightweight stick-on that we hide behind the spokes of the wheels in the back here.
Yep.
So normally we do have to add, so right now this wheel's probably sitting at about maybe 20 grams out of balance, but you need to add about 15% or 50%, sorry.
Because the weight is not right on the edge, you've got to add a little bit extra.
Exactly right. You've got to compensate for that distance of putting it in, but you know, compensate. So it looks like a little bit of weight, 35 grams is a little bit, you can use this one, bro. But that wheel right now is only sitting at about 20 grams, which is what you get. That's a good, well-balanced wheel.
Yeah.
You'll never find a wheel, a brand new wheel and tyre that's less than that. So.
Yeah. So when it's perfectly balanced, we're going to get a 0-0 on both
perfectly
sides?
balanced wheel and tyre together, we'll get a 0 and a 0. Yep. See, there we go.
There we go. Perfect.
So if we get up that, then it'll definitely go 0-0 onto this one here. So now he's just going to balance up the inside of the wheel.
Which is the easier one on these wheels, right? 'Cause you don't have to worry
Exactly,
as much.
yeah. You don't have to worry about putting it behind the spoke or hiding the weights behind the spoke or whatever.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, the inside weight is 10 to 15 grams. And just put it on and go.
Yeah.
Remember, Easter balance, you get on like the four-wheel drive wheels, they take 160 to 200 grams.
Oh wow!
That's
a big difference.
And then you try you're putting 200 grams here, and then that weight then counterbalancing the other weight, and then they just fight each other for a good however long you want to sit there for. But yeah, four-wheel drives are not fun to do at all.
Alright, so obviously there's a bit of a difference between what we're doing here, which is wheel balancing, and then a wheel alignment. So what's the difference there?
A lot of people do get that mixed up. A lot of customers call up and they do get wheel alignments and wheel balances confused. So essentially the wheel balancing we did just go through, that gets the car, the wheel balanced up so you don't get any vibrations. The wheel alignment itself, that's more to do with the car. That's getting your wheels and your cam, your toes and everything. That's your wheel alignment setup. It's getting your tyres to wear good. So if your car's pulling left, we get a lot of customers calling up with their cars pulling left, or their cars are vibrating, sorry, and they want a wheel alignment. That's where they're getting it wrong. So yeah. Wheel alignment's the car, wheel balance is the wheels.
Okay. That's an easy way to remember it. Now, we're about to throw a wheel on, but we've got to do something first, a very important part.
Yep, so. Very important part. CBL rings, hub locating rings. So essentially what it is, because it's an aftermarket wheel, we have a center bore. They make this center bore to clear all cars, Nissans, Mazdas, Toyotas, a lot of them, and they all have different size center bores. So what we do is we get these rings here, hub center bore locators, locate inside the wheel like that, which will then properly locate the wheel on the car. You definitely want some back here, bro.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hate plotting my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information. I'm a superstar, so I gotta shine. Top dollar be the bottom line. Bottom feeding out of line. Turn your heart rate to a dotted line. Yeah, my zodiac probably dollar sign. Got the energy to win it, I'm feeling great. Got a date with destiny, focusing on my fate. I don't give a what you rapping, you been a fake. I'm everything that they.
All right, mate, you got some new shoes on the car now?
Oh yeah, I'm so happy with them. They look good.
Yes, definitely. And, well, we've got to give a shout out to these guys. So this is not a sponsored
Gold Coast
video.
Wheels and Tyres. Check them out.
Yeah, it's not a sponsored video, but
No.
we're so happy with the service, and these guys
Yeah.
really looked after us.
Yeah. Very
Gold
helpful
Coast,
the whole way through. Like the first lot of tyres we put on didn't quite fit right, and they didn't want to send me out with the wrong size. So they got another pair of tyres delivered on the day while we were still here to throw on.
yeah, they made sure that they got everything right. They got a great range. They can get any wheel that you need as well. They'll get it in if
Yeah.
they don't have it. They will.
They'll find it.
They'll do the best price that you can get as well. So I'm sure they'll price match and look after you down here.
Yeah.
As they certainly have for us.
Yeah.
So, but do give them a mention. Like if you want to get a set of wheels,
Yeah, check them out on Facebook,
Yep.
Gold Coast Wheels and Tyres. Check out their website, goldcoastwheelsandtyres.com.au. G'day, Overtakers. How we going?
Where's my countdown?
5, 3,
Oh,
7,
here we are. Here we are.
10, and we're live.
We're live. We are live. We did try and dual stream, as you guys probably have already seen in the chat. We wanted to get our Facebook viewers and our YouTube viewers, for those that aren't across both. But they're going to have to come to YouTube because it just it does hurt the stream. It was dropping a lot of frames, and we'll get that jumpy picture we had last week. So unfortunately, we'll go back to this one, just YouTube, which is all right because there's plenty of awesome people in here already, and it's working fine. I can see it playing here.
Yep.
So hopefully it's working good. It's good on our end this week. So not our end. If you're having problems, it's your internet this week. Now we fixed it.
We've got Mark, Beth, Sally, Liam, James, Bayless, Lynn, Gary Sparkplug, Dave H, Matt Crick.
All the enthusiasm
Mitchell,
in the world this way. Oh, you got all that?
Trevor Smith,
Yeah.
Jeff Hadsley, how you going? And Crazy VN.
Yeah.
LS Gemini, how you going? That's a new one in the chat.
G'day, mate. Good to see you.
No
LS
More
Gemini,
Racing
I
as
like
well.
that.
How we going?
LS Gemini would be awesome. So just got some. Just get loaded up. I hope you're prepared. I'm running out of room here. Oh, there goes the microphone. We're killing everything.
Jeff and Devery headphone user.
There we go. There we go. We're set. All right.
Come on. Okay.
There you go. I've got enough there. That'll keep me going for the first half hour or so. So have a drink with us, and let's go through the usual Thursday night routine, hey? I hope everyone's well. I've actually had a shit day, but now we get to forget about all the other stuff in the world and just tune in and talk a bit of crap, talk a bit of car crap. Yeah, I don't know. What else have you got for us, Tyler?
I'm
You lost.
searching for something.
You've lost something.
Yeah, I'll find it.
I will move my drinks in case I do spill them over the stream, because that would be pretty
LS Gemini says, first time I've been able to watch this live. Normally watch the rerun. There you go. Well, welcome to the live. Welcome to the chat.
Welcome to the live. I love Geminis. I do, and everyone knows LS5. How good's that? So I like the idea of the LS Gemini.
Dave Gatt, how we going?
G'day, mate. Good to see you. Did you see Jason? Did you mention Jason?
Jason Bales, g'day.
Jeff.
Yeah. Jeff, Queensland Hardcore 4-wheel drive.
I'm wrecking the joint already, and it's only early. I've only had a couple. So, we're starting to get a crowd in, so we've got to start to get a bit more interesting. Well, we've got about 31 here at the moment, and last week, we just want to say thank you for everyone that threw a donation our way last week, and we did the prize draw. We had the wheel, whatever, raffle wheel, whatever we want to call it. And I hope you all enjoyed that, but it was good. We I think we ended up giving away a bit more than we planned to because we exceeded what our goal was. I think we were just chasing $50, and you guys cracked it to 200. So so that was really cool.
Shane Potter, how are we going?
G'day, mate. G'day, Shane. I haven't seen you for ages. Had a chat a little while ago, but yeah, been a while since we've caught up. But yeah. So we did the prizes, and I hope you enjoyed it. And then we debated whether we keep doing that or whether it gets too much. But I'll let you guys decide. I've got some stuff there. If you want to, you put the pressure on us and let us know, and we'll do it. But we'll see how we go. But I do have a couple of good prizes stashed away in case you do want to do it.
Well, you did have a different idea of doing it, right?
Yeah, the other thing that I thought, looking back on the way that we did it last week, was anyone that did a donation, you got an entry into the prizes. And some of you donated, 20, 25, 10, 5, 2.
50, I think we even got a
50. Someone threw a 50
like
away.
We got a $50 one, yeah.
Yeah, so, and that, I thought afterwards, was it fair to those that put the bigger donation in that they got one entry onto the wheel the same as everybody else? So if we were to do it again, or decided that, and this is your show as well out there, so we're always happy for the suggestions because this whole idea of the prize wheel came from you guys suggesting it. But was $5 gets your name on the wheel once, so if you donate $10, you should get on there twice. Yeah, etc. So, yeah, those that do throw that bit extra in, they should get a few more chances because they did do that. So that was my thought. So, but let us know what your thoughts are. Whether you want to do that. If you want to see it again, then hit us up. We'll do it. As I said, I'll wait till your comments, and if you persuade me, I'll tell you what my ideas were for a couple of prizes this week. So.
Says, the wheel, you gave away too much. Minimum $10 buy-in for the wheel. I said that anything under is just a donation.
I thought 5. I don't know. We like to give back to you guys too, and it's just cool. Even those that some of you got nothing, so you did just donate still. So
it's kind of like a $5 raffle ticket now.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. So, and I thought I'd just package a couple of things together. I could always throw some smaller prizes in there as well, but yeah, I thought I'd package a couple together and see. Every 5 gets a spot, so if you do 20, you get 4 spots on the wheel. Exactly, math, yep.
Andrew Phillips says, seems silly to pay $25 to say someone loves Wayne.
But I will. I will say it. So, yeah, anyway, let's talk about our sponsor to start with.
Superformance.
Superformance. I'll spit it out. Drink's catching up to me. And I've got to do the slides here somewhere.
And Skid Pig says maybe start/end of month for prizes.
Yeah, that's a good idea because it's not I think every week would be too much. So, people aren't going to.
Gleno's dropped us $5. Mad Kiwi's dropped us NZ10. Keep up the great work.
Sounding like we might be going to do it. So, Superformance, get a hold of those guys and have a chat to them. They're still working. The shop's 100% still open. They got everything going on in there. So have a chat to those guys. And yeah, talk to them about your build. They do heaps of stuff in there, don't they?
Yeah.
What's on the wall? What's it tell us they do?
Well, we've got complete car builds in-house, 9-inch diffs, V8 engines, independent front suspension, fabrication, paint and panel, transmissions, and sourcing parts. Example, USA?
Yeah, stuff out of the US. So they do heaps of that. All the hard to find stuff, hot rod stuff. Yeah, heaps of it.
Matt Crick says, yeah, but some people aren't rich either, but I get your point.
Yeah.
And that's why we do the other giveaway too. So we still give everyone gets a chance at something. So even if you're just a viewer on the night, you might only get a chance of a sticker. But if you want to have a bigger go, then you can enter into the bigger ones. So.
Well, and I guess it depends to where we get to, but because we've got to at least cover the cost of the goods. But I do have some extreme wheel cleaner there and a tyre brush binder, extreme wheel cleaner, and a tyre brush package we could do. And then I've got a shirt and stubby holder package there as well. So merch pack. So there's two there. If you're keen, let us know, and if we cover the cost of that, we'll give them away. If we cover the cost of anything we're giving away, then it doesn't really matter either. Gee, I'll give you a 75. Well, that's a 75-inch TV. You know, a brand new 75-inch TV for $2,500 worth of donations. We'll give one away. We go anything. We'll give away the second-hand one for even less. But yeah, let's not get too carried away. Wait till I've had a few drinks. It is episode number 43 this week. So we've been doing this live show for 43 weeks. This was just to tell people what car shows and stuff are on the weekend. And now we don't even have that as a segment because there's no car shows on the weekend. We've got nothing. There is nothing on. So, but we'll continue to bring you the car news and have a bit of chat to everyone and have a bit of fun.
Yep.
So,
and we have a bit of fun, and we've also got a Discord channel which you can join.
Yep.
We sell binder products, which is car care.
Binder, yep.
Crazy VN says, I'm still trying to fit into the t-shirts, dropped us $10.
Well, if you win one tonight, you can tell us your size. So, that binder stuff as well, have a look at the photos on our Facebook page and our Instagram, and you will see I spent my long weekend cleaning cars and ran out of cars to clean. But yeah, it is very good products. So, and Tyler, you just finished doing the
Mirage.
Right, we did that on the weekend. Well, you did the Skyline tonight, didn't you?
Oh, slick wax tonight.
Slick wax. Get the shine happening and the anti-static's pretty good on that gear. So you'll see the quality of it. Just have a look at the photos, and quite easy to use as well. So
and we got Zane in the chat, which is Yahtzee.
G'day, mate. How you going? Now we should start our stories.
I guess so.
You're recording some names on the wheel.
FlexDesk says, are the XL jumpers back in stock? Our jumpers are by order, so when you order it, he makes it and sends it straight to you.
Yeah, they're all available. We don't make anything on the jumpers, but they're really good anyway, so we've kept them on there. It's worth it. I find them quite comfy, but I can't wear them at the moment. It's still too warm here, so yeah. I think we're at least another month.
So was it a yay or nay on prizes this week? Well, I think with the amount of donations, it's a yay.
We're a yay.
So we'll do what Dave suggested, and every $5 gets you another ride on the wheel instead of having the same chances as someone who's donated a couple dollars and you've donated 30 or 40.
Extreme wheel cleaner. There's our first prize pack. That stuff is the goods. So it couldn't quite restore Tyler's Mirage wheels, but it certainly did clean the crap off of them to unveil all the damage to the wheels. But other than that,
they're pretty dead.
Yeah,
they just have been neglected. That's all we can say. There's no other way to put it than that they've been neglected.
Poor old Mirage. But it was great on the Prado. I did
the car's not been mechanically neglected. It just doesn't get washed.
Yeah. No, the Ute Extreme Wheel Cleaner, it works really well on that. So won't be disappointed. I thought this would be a great product to give away. Someone will love it. And yeah, we'll see how we go. We'll start with that one. But we're going to do a story first, right?
Mhm.
So, the first story, I saw this one and I thought I'd throw it in there. You're busy typing names in, but I threw this story in there because there's a lot of jobs and stuff. A lot of people looking for work at the moment. I've still got a job, but my work's pretty tough at the moment as well. A lot of people are looking for work, and then I saw this one. I thought every position's getting filled. There's just nothing. No wonder it's so hard out there, because even in Australia now, they've got new people getting jobs as crash test dummies, and Australia has got a new crash test dummy. The old crash test dummy has been made redundant because they got a new one now. Do you know why they got the new one?
Because of our expanding waistlines.
Yes,
That's why.
because people are getting big like me, and they had to test bigger people in the cars.
Mhm.
So the old crash test dummy has been made redundant because he's too thin. And
Poor fella.
Australia's produced the crash test dummy.
There you go.
Yeah, so there is an Aussie that does it, our Aussie crash test dummy, but there's quite a few of these things, right?
Yeah.
So they have across Australia, I think there's 10 or 12, a family of them, I believe it is. So you don't know? I'm asking
I
you.
can have a look. I was reading the chat.
Oh,
We've got a heap of chat messages. We've got Andrew Phillips says he's Johnny Skid Pig banned from winning this week. They won a few times last week.
Gleno did too, didn't he?
Gleno got a few wins. Becca Panda says I ordered a shirt, still waiting for the postman. It got posted today,
It did.
so hopefully it should be there
Yes.
soon. Scott Hoffman says got my prize pack and custom message today.
Mate, yeah, bit of banter on the challenge. So we got that video coming up soon. I went down and had a look at the car just the other day for the challenge build, Scotty, and it's actually, I have not done much with that car. I have not even driven it. I haven't been in it. I did look at it and thought, gee, this is actually a pretty bloody good car.
Yeah.
So we did quite well with that. And yeah, people have offered to buy it off me already, but then I just have to find another car for the challenge.
Yeah.
So.
Hodges' new wheels on his Corvette this week. There you go.
Oh, on the vet. Nice.
Nice. We'll have to check that video out. Yahtzee says, poor dummy. He's going to hit the Cadbury blocks to train for his old job.
Yes. And by the way, while you're looking at the comments, the crash test dummy, the new one, it's called Thor.
Okay.
I guess it's the Fat Thor. We should have had that meme. You know the one. But yeah, $1.4 million
Wow.
is what. Well, I guess that's the development of it, or what?
Yes.
But there's 5
And Scott's
in the family.
chat. Scott Shermington, welcome.
G'day, mate. 5 in the family, various sizes, and they've all been used in various, thousands of crashes across Australia. But yeah, you've got your like there's a front crash test dummy, and then there's a side crash test dummy, like in each of them. So there's actually different ones depending on the type of crash and stuff. And then they've got there's a couple of male ones, and then there's the female ones, and then there's a couple of different kid ones, like a 6-year-old and a 10-year-old type size. So there you go.
There you go.
Not the most interesting story, but sorry, I just thought I'd throw it in there because I had a laugh that the old crash test dummy's been booted out, got redundant as well.
G'day, Steve. Steve Wild's in the chat. How are we going?
G'day, mate. G'day. How are you? So, should we jump to the next story? Do you want to? How's the wheel looking? Do you want to give them a look at the wheel?
Full.
Or you're typing more names in, so
Yeah.
looks like we'll be going for a second prize pack of a shirt and a stubby holder as well, hey? Choice of sizes.
This. Hang on, I gotta. Hopefully that's the right one. Maybe is that the right one?
And if it keeps going, we can
This
give
one.
away some
There we go.
stubby holders as well in between.
That's the wheel at the moment, and I got another name to add. Mad Dad.
So time for a sip, and then Tyler will add that. I want to go on to the next story before we do the first one. So, all right. Do I change this slide? No, I didn't. All right. Let's get on.
Benson Hedges says, "Is it a GTST or a GTR?" I'm assuming. It's a GTST. I wish I could afford it.
Yeah, it was the budget that held back there. So, but it's pretty tidy.
Yahtzee says, "What's the wheel for?" The wheel is why everyone's going crazy with these donations. Every $5 you spend gets you an entry. So you could spend $5 to get one entry, and then you can have the chance to win a shirt, a stubby holder,
Extreme wheel clean.
wheel clean, and a wheel thing to go with it.
A wheel thing.
A wheel brush.
Tire brush. All right, let's talk a bit about the E-Series. All right, quickly, because we watched that last night.
Yes.
Yeah, you were watching? I believe you were.
7 points.
You were commenting
I was
occasionally.
also playing a bit of Forza.
Ah, were you?
Yeah.
So we had the F1s turn up to race, and I do
F1
wonder.
driver, not the F1s.
Yeah, the F1 driver, a F1 driver turned up to race, because I wonder, where they could go with this, with different celebrity racers and stuff joining in, and I guess you could bring back in the NASCARs, right? They brought back like Dale Earnhardt Jr. and stuff like that, so that could be something else that they could do, but yeah, just interesting to see what happens with that side of it. But
well, he came in and he got like 2 podiums or 3 nearly, I think, didn't he?
I think he got 3, but look what was shown at the V8 supercar drivers.
He finished second in races 1, 3, and 4.
Yeah, there you go. So three podiums. But it showed that the V8 supercar drivers could outrace him. So Max
in a V8 supercar though.
Max Verstappen.
Well, to be honest, you put a lot of the V8 supercar drivers in the Formula 1, and he's probably going to outrace them though.
Didn't Scotty McLaughlin
in an IndyCar?
Oh, he raced IndyCar, yep. And he had a win. But Scotty McLaughlin did not have a good night last night.
No.
And had a moment of being a sore loser. I don't know who else caught that, but he gave his race engineer a bit of an earful.
Yeah.
At one point, so cracked it. So he got 1 podium for the night, and he did quite well last week. Got 2 wins last week.
Yeah.
And it looked like it was going to be Scotty McLaughlin doing another whitewash like he did last year in the actual V8 Supercar series.
Yeah.
And this week not so much, but bloody Gizzy. He's jumped up there, got a couple of podiums.
Yeah.
Or 2 firsts.
He was the winner for the round.
Yeah.
$1,000 to go to his charity of choice.
So he goes to charity, which is cool. That is very cool. Who else had a win?
Anton De Pasquale won the first race, I believe.
At Silverstone, yep.
And I can't remember the other one.
Cam Waters.
Yeah, that would be race 2.
Yep.
When they did the reverse grid. So he went from starting 24th or whatever it was to starting 2nd or 3rd.
Correct. And then Gizzy got back-to-back wins in Spain, Barcelona. So Verstappen did quite well to be on the podium. That much so, he just didn't get a win, right?
Yeah.
So who's watching the E-Series? What do you think?
Yeah, commented in Discord that he's been watching the E-Series. Yeah, doesn't normally watch the V8 supercars anymore though.
There you go.
He's been watching the E-Series because it's a bit more interesting.
Well, I don't know how many people were watching on Twitch. I had it on Twitch on
No,
the
there was
TV.
no Twitch.
I had it on Twitch.
I couldn't get it on Twitch. There was no stream on Twitch for me last night.
Yeah, no, I was on Twitch.
I was trying to watch it on there. I ended up on that Facebook one that you
Ah.
posted because I couldn't find it on Twitch.
Mind you, Facebook was like 3 or 4 laps ahead of Twitch.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it was way behind. So, but I had Twitch up on the TV, but I had Facebook on my phone because I couldn't. For some reason, I couldn't get Facebook to stream up to the telly. It asked me to at the start of the night, and then when I wanted to, it wouldn't. So that was a pain. But what have we got in comments? You got any for us? You watching that?
People are having a chat.
They just chat. That's all right. Let them chat. Mad Kiwi's got a tip for Sally. Thanks, mate.
Johnny Skidpick says, you know why they called the new crash test dummy Thor? Because that's what it will be after the crash test.
Very full.
Logical Volcel says, Alan Moffat racing a Mazda V8 supercar around Oran Park in the E-Series is all I want from it.
Yeah.
Marv says, SVG over Verstappen, end of story.
Oh, definitely. I would like to see Mozzie get up there now, actually, as well. Jamie Whincup is struggling.
Yeah.
He is really struggling. I'm a Whincup fan, but he is struggling. So, yeah, he's doing it real tough. He's, what did he come, 19th or something?
Yeah, I don't know. Somewhere right down the back. He started at the back, finished at the back.
Couple of accidents. He started at the front and finished at the back.
Yeah.
He's bragged up the car, ripped the back end off of it. Yeah, he was having a hard time. But it's quite funny. Last week's was better than this week's, but because I just cracked it, that big prang they had at Monza. They seem to be a bit more aware. Yeah, a bit more aware of what's around them this time.
Except they're still racing pretty hard, though, because there's no real consequence.
Yeah. And I think, check out Rick Kelly Racing on YouTube as well.
He's upgraded the sim.
He's upgraded the sim, yeah. If you watched at the start, he built his sim out of timber, an old computer monitor, and a camping chair.
Yeah.
And a big flash computer and steering wheel.
Yeah.
And then this week he's upgraded it to 3 55-inch OLED LG TVs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool looking. But he's still on the camp chair, and he put a fridge in as well beside him. Did you see that?
I didn't.
He's got a fridge so he can grab drinks. But yeah, watch his video. He's quite good.
Suit.
Yeah, the cool suit. That's right. But it's pretty funny. So, all right, we're going to do. There's Verstappen's car.
Mm-hmm. Similar to the F1 that he races.
There you go.
We've got a
Scotty's in as well.
From Scott. He said, "Who is Sally?" Question mark.
She'll tell you all about the Prem. But yeah, Scotty got his window cleaner and
The King. Oh,
yeah, Premier. Yeah, they call it Kinger. Shoot ya. All right, another quick story. So, the road toll. Good news. It's reducing, and so it should.
Yeah, it's not as many people on the road.
Yes, but I believe not only was the Easter road toll less than half of what it was last year, but the road toll in general is certainly a long way down.
Mm-hmm.
So same in New Zealand as well, Mad Kiwi. Easter road toll of 0, I believe, in New Zealand.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's the second time in history. But I think they did get away with an Easter road toll of 4 last year in New Zealand. So a bit better than what they get here, because we obviously smash it a bit worse and lose quite a few. But this year, New South Wales 3, ACT was 0, Queensland was 1, down from 4.
Mm-hmm.
Tasmania none, WA was 1, South Australia was 1, Victoria was none, and Northern Territory was none. So good to see. So I think, like you said, that's just because there's less cars on the road, right?
Yeah.
But it just depends on the time of day. I still see a bit out there.
Oh yeah.
So
I think it's actually I've actually started to see more and more cars now. So the first few weeks that all this started, I saw not many cars on the road at all.
Mhm.
And progressively, each week, there's more and more cars.
We did go for we went for a cruise or shooting a video,
Mhm.
which we class as essential because it's part of our work.
Yeah.
So, but we just went for a quick cruise to shoot a video, and there was a few people out on the M1, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that was Saturday morning. You're busy in the comments there,
Yeah.
I can see. You're not
Yeah.
concentrating on what's going on here.
Yeah.
Hey, hello, there's a show on here.
So many comments. But yeah, that was Saturday. Yes.
Yeah. So, there you go. All right. What's happening in comments? Do you want to tell us then?
No, it's just conversation. I'm trying to read it to make sure I don't have to read it out.
Oh, okay.
Mad Dad says, "Do you think the petrol prices will go back up again after the bans are lifted?" Probably.
Possibly. Well, we might talk about that in a minute because we've got a story on that. But it's a 5-year low anyway on the road toll currently. So,
Oh, wow. There you go.
yeah.
That's good.
So we'll see if it continues and keeps that way.
Zig says, "Get caught out of your area and it's $1,000 here." There you go. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Look,
It is more restricted down south
you know, we are
than it is up here.
we're pushing the boundary a little bit to go for a cruise, but we were shooting a video, which is our. Although we don't really earn a lot from it, it is part of our work. So it's certainly my excuse for doing it. We need to continue to bring you car content every week. Every Tuesday we're going to have a video. So we're going to come up with something.
Yeah.
we'll come up with something. We'll continue. We'll roll that dice. All right. Next story. This one, I thought, I don't know how many people know about this so far, but it's a story about insurance. Now, we're talking about less cars on the road, and many people can't drive it. Yes, we got to go for a drive because we were shooting a video, but most people don't have anything they can use for an excuse to get out there.
Yeah.
So they are stuck at home unless they're going
Essential
shopping
work.
or something. Yeah.
Something essential, or they're an essential worker.
Yeah. And I know a couple of mates that have drove their cars to work and things like that just to get it out. But we're driving our cars less, right? So, and a lot of people have said, if we're driving our cars less, where's the money back for the rego and insurance and all these things that we pay? And in America, the drivers over in the US, they're collectively going to receive billions in insurance refunds because
I
of
thought it was millions.
billions. Billions with
Well, further down it says
a B.
millions.
Well, here it says a B, billions. Liam Murphy, the journalist, told me billions. Billions and trillions. But they're saying that they're going to get, according to this part of the thing, billions in refunds because of COVID-19 lockdowns and the reduced use of their cars. So, Australia, though, we're not going to see anything. So,
You got Suncorp, which is Amy and GIO, claim that while the COVID-19 situation is being monitored, cars are still subject to other hazards. Even with the reduced people on the roads at the moment, cars are still at risk from storms, theft, damage while parked, and road accidents. Insurance Australia Group, which is an underwriter for NRMA, Coles Insurance, and RACV, issued the following statement saying, "It is too early to determine any direct impacts on motor claims from the COVID-19 crisis. However, we continue to monitor the situation." They're all pretty much saying the same thing.
Yep.
Just another one saying the same thing about, however, it is too early to assess the impact on overall claim costs, as there are other variables at play.
So,
and Trevor Smith says you only need to say you're driving around looking for toilet paper or flour with a few groceries in the car.
Yeah, keep a Coles bag in there, you'll be right. RACV Executive General Manager has said that there has definitely been a reduction in motor insurance claims in recent weeks. So they've certainly admitted to that.
Yeah.
Right? But they then come back to say, oh, it's too early to assess the impact
That's
on
what I
overall.
just read.
That's the other bit, yeah. Okay, whoops. I wasn't listening to you.
Yeah. You're
but
me
yeah,
about not listening.
no,
I'm just reading the chat though.
what chat?
You're just not listening. You're not even reading the chat.
What chat? Is there a chat?
Yeah, there is. FexDesk says, I think it's pretty amazing how clean some countries' air quality is now. Everyone is in isolation. It is actually pretty crazy. I've seen a lot of stories coming out about that sort of stuff.
Yeah, how much the all the efforts to reverse greenhouse gases and stuff over the years and buyback schemes or whatever else they've done, to now just a few weeks of lockdown has done more for the world than in a couple of weeks than what years of all these other attempts have done.
Yeah. Zig says premium is $1.25 here. There you go. I paid even less than that. I think I paid like $1.15 a litre for 98.
Wow. Well, you're going to we'll talk about the fuel prices and then we might do a draw because that'll be about halfway through our stories,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll do a draw for our first prize, and then we'll do the next one after the quiz. Yeah,
Sure.
or before the quiz, or after the quiz, one of the others. We'll talk about our petrol story first. How's the wheel looking?
Pretty full.
Pretty full. Look at all that. There you go. The names are on there. So if you want to get on there, there's not much more chance. We're going to draw it very shortly. But fuel prices.
Mm-hmm. Well, we got some people in the chat talking about fuel.
Yep.
Marv says paid 139, 130.9 here just yesterday. Rip off. There you go. Yeah.
Wow, that's quite expensive.
And meanwhile, Scott paid 98 $1.13 the other day, and diesel was at the same price.
Now, what did you pay?
$1.15.
$1.15. Okay, that was for 98.
Yeah. There you go. FexDesk 98 is $1.09.
That's New South Wales, yeah.
And Andrew Phillips says, don't need to worry about fuel prices when your car doesn't run.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good point. Good point. But fuel prices, they're saying, is well below $1 per litre right now. It's at 1990s prices. That's when we last saw fuel at this price. So back in the 90s. So we've still got an oil price war, which we reported on a few weeks back, causing this, as well as all the stuff to do with COVID-19, right? So
yeah, that's why the price was going on, right?
there was some other crap, I think, some argument between Saudi Arabia and Russia and something. I don't know about that side of it, but that's how it sort of started. But then a lot of people staying home, so they dropped it as well. But here we go. Here's the averages at the moment for capital cities. For 91 octane, $1.07 per litre in Sydney, $1.14 in Melbourne, $1.05 in Brisbane, $1.09 in Perth, $1.08 in Adelaide, and $1.25 in Darwin and Canberra. So they're certainly falling. But the problem is, are we benefiting from it? Because we just said we're not driving our cars, right? So it might be all exciting that the price of fuel is so cheap, but are you actually getting to take any benefit from it? Because
well, just like Mitch just said, perfect. Petrol prices when I pick up my new N on Tuesday, next minute, can't drive the freaking thing.
Yes.
Anyone got a spare fuel barrel?
So and
need a few drums. Start filling the drums up.
And Hoff, I hope you're still there, mate, because keep an eye out for Mitchell. He'll be reaching out Cleveland exhaust, mate, to get some work done.
Get a res delete, I think. Do you want it?
Yeah. So look after him. You can chat about that now.
Doc Death says, anybody know why E85 didn't drop in price when other fuels said in WA? It's all to do with the price of corn.
Yeah. Yeah, corn hasn't dropped like oil.
Yeah. It's actually going up.
The price of corn's gone up?
Yeah, I believe United made a post about it on their Facebook page. I got shown because it was like $1.70.
There you go. Scotty S has got some more entries in the drawer as well before we we do it. Zig says great time to stockpile. Yeah, good point. Certainly could put a few barrels away. Just throw a bit of fuel stabilizer in it to make sure that you keep it. And I've even thrown a bit in the tank of the HJ. A bit worried about the E85 in there, so I have put a bit of stabiliser in that as well.
You did a
Mel's
couple
just
laps
joined
of
us
the
too.
block to make sure it survives.
Well, Sally did a lap on the block last
Yeah.
week. Remember?
Make
While
sure
we went
everything
cruising.
is,
There you go. Marv says we're using sugarcane
oh, there you go.
for our E85.
Well, I was wrong, but I know that United made a post about it. That's all I can say.
There you go.
Because I did get shown the post, and they said something about how prices of this has gone up, so they can't offer better prices on the E85, even though it normally is only like $1.40.
There you go. And the Hoff's onto that. So the Hoff's onto it. He'll sort that out tomorrow. The bot is messaging back.
There you go.
So
I need to come down and get a tune at some point. Get a bit of a health check.
yeah, what do you reckon, Hoff? Do you think you should bring that boat in, the R33, give you let you loose on it? So, right, well, that's fuel prices, I guess. Yeah, there's not much else we could say. It is down. We're just not getting to take advantage of it because we can't bloody get out there and go for a cruise, and it's killing most of us. So, I think there's some good mental health benefits in just being able to get out there in your car. And unfortunately, at the moment, you can't.
Yeah.
Right? Like, just going for a bit of a cruise. Like, you've got the R33 out tonight to go for a cruise from your place to here.
Yeah. Visiting.
Because that's all you can do. You haven't done any more sneaky mountain runs.
No.
No.
Not game to do that now.
Yeah. So.
It wasn't so bad when it only just all started, and then now it's a bit more cracked
It's too risky, right? Yeah, you don't want to be nailed $1,300 for that. So, and yeah, certainly plenty have. But I did say we'd draw a prize, so I won't go into the next story because that's about some fines.
Mm-hmm.
Which are we drawing? We could do an extreme.
Scroll up. Yeah, I'm just scrolling up because I had some comments.
Okay, do the comments.
The Hoff said, since Caltex dropped ethanol, my Caltex Star Card bill each month has dropped 800%.
Yeah, didn't that suck? They did that. So.
Zig says, just keep running it, Dave.
Yeah, keep certainly starting it and making sure. But yeah, we've got some.
You need to drive it. I actually read the other day that it's bad to just start and idle your car and turn it off.
Yeah. Well, I went to all the trouble of doing a skid in the driveway the other day while you were standing there with the camera, and then you went, "Oh, I wasn't recording."
I wasn't expecting you to do that. You little chirp of the tires. I've saved you from the internet.
There you go. Wasn't big enough.
E85, $1.99 in WA. There you go.
You caught up on your comments?
Just making sure. Scrolling down.
Catch up. They're waiting for the draw.
Benson Hedges says 100% going to have a personal track one day, at least a skid pad.
It would be good. Your own Freedom Factory.
Jade Lee says, are you 1.5 metres away from each other? Probably not.
Not quite.
We are
the same family though, so.
Yeah. We're also, what is it, the 4 square metre rule? I think we're safe.
Yeah. All right.
What are we drawing?
Where's the wheel? We've got.
I'm bringing it up. Calm down. It's all right.
Stream.
I'm bringing it up. We go to
The
this
tire
one,
brush.
You can have a look at us as well at the same time.
And some extreme wheel clean. The shizzle. That's the stuff to get. It is safe on all wheels, so it is safe to use on everything. But yeah, spray it on. 1 minute.
Grant says, take the bins out with the orange beast.
Yeah.
Trevor Smith says grocery store hopping is the way to go. Great just to get out and about. James Bayless said they didn't say you have to go to your local shops to do your shopping.
That's true. I'm not sure how I go with the old Club Reg on the orange one, but
a little bit more danger involved in that.
Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest issue. This is the Club Reg point, but all right. Are we ready? Are we ready to spin the wheel, guys? Tell him just spin it. He's waiting. He's not sure. He needs to see the comments coming through. Just spin the wheel.
I'm trying to spin. I'm moving the mouse up and down.
Oh, you've
Spinning
broken
wheel.
it. Broken it.
You just click.
You've broken it. Dude, hang on, you've got another entry. Now that's made it difficult, hasn't it? He's got how many? Mad Kiwi's got a few on the wheel, hasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Let's spin it up. Spin it up. Good luck, everyone. Good luck. We got
Which you are.
Mitchell Hart. Mitchell Hart. What did you do last week?
Shampoo.
Slick wax.
Yeah, the slick wax. Yep.
Slick wax. So now he's got the wheel cleaner as well. He's going to get range of binder products off the wheel. Well done. Awesome. You'll be pleased with that. I'll send that. I've already got your address details from last week, so nice and easy. We'll get that in the post for you tomorrow. Enjoy. So
Mad Dad dropped another $5, so Mad Dad's in for another entry.
so next
For the
one will
next
be
draw.
the merch,
And
and
take this away.
I think we got a few entries there too. Should we do an
I think we
extra
can
stubby
do some-
holder?
We can probably do some extra ones.
We'll do that. We'll do 2 stories. We'll do an extra stubby holder, and then we'll do the shirt stubby holder package. Eh? How's that sound?
Yeah.
So, all right. Next story. You got the next story?
Yeah, I do now.
Okay. I need a drink.
I probably should pause it before the audio starts playing. So, another group of drivers. Mal's dropped us $2. It's a little bit different this week, Mal. We're doing it slightly different. It's $5 is your entry, and every $5 is an extra name on the wall instead of last week's.
Yeah.
Where some people dropped $40 and had the same chance as another guy who only put in $2.
Yeah.
So Shane's dropped us $3 in $1 donations.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, guys. We do appreciate it, and look, it's
Andrew Phillips says, "What a way to get my pokey fix."
it's going to. That's good. It's going to go towards projects and stuff as well. So we're trying to build the account up at the moment to try and fund the builds. So we've had a bit of movement at the moment, unfortunately, with our mechanic and stuff that was working with us on one of our builds. But COVID-19 strikes in many different weird and wonderful ways. Well, I wouldn't say wonderful, but I don't know, lost for words on that. Anyway, story. Back to the story. We talked last week
Shane,
about
you're $1 short of an extra entry. You dropped $5 before you dropped another $1 there for the $5. I was counting them out as they came in.
We spoke last week about
Then you broke me when you
guys
donated
at
$5.
Rockley.
Yeah, Rochdale.
Rochdale. Oh, I was thinking Rockley. I was thinking Rockley bloody markets grounds there. But Rochdale, they're up there doing skids in the industrial area, and they dished out 48 fines, was it?
53, I believe.
53. Close.
And normally,
Within 5.
And normally that industrial area, they're pretty lenient on their skid night.
Yeah.
Because it's a pretty normal thing that they do there all the time. But because of the restrictions, they had enough.
And it was the people that it was the people that are there, right? The tenants or owners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They normally let them just do their burnout night with no worries. But because of the restrictions with COVID-19, they said no.
They said, yeah, we're dobbing you in this week, you idiots. And they dished out nearly $80,000 worth of fines. And they certainly didn't learn from it.
Gleno dropped us $10. There you go. Gleno's got another 2 entries on there.
Sweet.
Mad Dad says it's dropped us $5 for bread conditioner. Might be beard conditioner, maybe.
There you go.
There you go. You're going to need to start making beard products now for the site.
I will. So. I have talked about doing that because I can do it. But anyway.
But now New South Wales Police have added another 19 fines on, and in Newcastle, as a burnout meet in Newcastle has been busted up.
And as much as we love a burnout and everything, of course, as well. Like, don't get us wrong, but we put it up more idiots because it gives us a bad name.
Yeah.
right? And many of these are just dickheads in shit heap cars, but
Well, look, there was heaps of people doing that Adam LZ's stay-at-home burnout challenge. Weren't more people jumping on that?
yeah, he giving away $1,000?
Yeah, I think so. $1,200, I think.
$1,200 American. He was given out for you to do a burnout at home, and it had to be at home in your driveway.
In your garage.
Yeah,
You couldn't go to your shop or your shed or whatever.
And it
I
had to
guess you
be-
could do it in your shed if it was in your backyard. You know, if you walked out
and
your
not
back
an
door
old video.
Yeah, it had to be shot recently, and
That's cool.
Hmm.
Do that. That's fine. We'll go out when the comps start back up. Go to that. I guess it's hard at the moment because it's not on. But
you'll go to the drags when that's back on. You
Yeah.
get burnout, you get to rev it out.
yeah. These guys are out every weekend. Like, don't think this is something that they've just done because they've been locked up. They're out every weekend. The skidders and there's Facebook groups and whatnot. You
G'day,
can
Rat
check
Pink.
it.
How you going? Rat Pink's in the
G'day,
chat.
mate.
Morning. But yeah, 19 people have will now be issued with $1,000 fines for breaching the public health order, with 13 of those also being fined for being in the conservation area unlawfully.
So 25 grand's worth of fines were handed out in total. Newcastle it was,
And
wasn't
the
it?
presence of 3 children in the group will also result in police contacting child protection services.
Oh, that's a bit nasty. Yeah. So you wouldn't want that.
Scott Hoffman's dropped $14.01. That means he gets 3 entries because he dropped 99 before, I believe.
just having fun with it.
Yeah, he did. He put $10.99, and he says, "My boy Ronan says hello."
G'day, Ronan.
G'day.
Hey, hope you're having a good night. We'll try to cut back on the swearing. It's usually me, not Tyler. It is disappointing. There's a lot been happening. So there's been different meets shut down in Melbourne. This stuff now in Newcastle. The stuff, as we said before, in Brizzy. We just got to be smart about this stuff, right? Like, yeah, because it gives us all a bad name. So, our whole idea with this channel was definitely to also
Promote the good side of the
promote the
car scene.
good side and show that
Places where you can go to do things legally, and we go out of our way to not show burnouts out of cars and coffee and that sort of stuff. So
yeah. I just got a message here as well, Steve. Steve's dropped some coin as well. Got some entry.
How much?
$60.
Oh wow, that's a lot of copy.
So Steve's dropped $60 in the account. He's dropped it straight into the bank for us. So thanks, Steve.
How many entries is that? So 2 for 10, right?
Count that up. It's 112.
How many have I got?
12. We'll thanks to Steve, we might give away some extras. You got it?
Just making sure I got enough in there.
Right. Okay, we'll give away some extras.
James Baylor says, "What about the guy who's in jail for 6 months because he skipped the hotel quarantine to catch up with his girlfriend?"
Oh, really?
There you go. Now he's not doing much catch up.
I heard someone getting fined for going on a Tinder date too. Did you hear that one?
Went, what was it, like 6,000 kilometres or something?
Oh, was it? So it wasn't just
pretty
going
sure
on a Tinder
like,
date.
he went like to Townsville or something from like Brisbane.
Fair enough. Okay, that'll get you in trouble.
Yeah.
All right. Because of all those extra entries and everyone's really getting on board, let's at least give away some more stubby holders.
I think we can do better than that.
You want something else?
Just give me a minute.
You want
keep
some
the people entertained.
You want some more binder?
Yeah, we'll do another binder. I'll be back.
Here we go. We didn't give away any hydrophobic wax.
Gotta move the light there.
You can't get out the door. He's going to the binder shelf, so we'll give away something decent because he's saying we got a bit more coin there than we expected, and we appreciate that. So we've got to give back now. So he's going out to get who knows what. Let's find out when he comes on back. But we do appreciate that everyone puts in and does that. And, it's tough. Like, well, while we're going to events, we're forking out all the time, to go to the events, and it adds up. When you're at the events, it adds up. You got entry, you got your lunch, your fuel there and back, and when you do 2, 3, or 4 events across the course of a weekend, by the end of the year, you drop 10 grand's worth of stuff just traveling out to shoot the videos. Not even talking about the gear and stuff. At the moment, well, we don't have that cost. So at the moment, it's about the builds really. So we need to be able to fund some parts and be able to buy some bits and pieces so we can do something on the build side of things. So it's obviously a big decision. Big decision, mate. What have you come back with? Hydrophobic wax. Does come with a sprayer as well.
I didn't pick that up. That's right. We can pick that up before we post it.
All right. So, a bottle of hydrophobic wax is the gear. We haven't got any of the microfibers yet in. We could have gave away some microfibers with it, but unfortunately we haven't got them in yet. So, I haven't got any new ones left because we used them all on our cars.
Yeah.
So, right. You keen? Are you changing the numbers on the hydrophobic wax, or are you... No. I thought you were looking at it up.
Adam Geary's going to donate through the website.
Yep. I'll keep an eye on that. Or the Streamlabs link as well. There's another way.
There's the Streamlabs link in the description. You might be able to find it better than I can.
Yep, Adam Geary's dropped 5. There you go.
There we go. All right. Did I miss any donations while I was outside?
I don't know. I wasn't watching comments. Was I meant to do that?
It's all right. I don't think we did. No more racing's off.
All right, we're going to do a draw. Well, let's do it. If you want to see one, we're doing it now. Let's go. Hydrophobic wax. Some of the good gear. You've broken the wheel.
It says
what have
the
you done?
picker has taken 50 random entries from your list. Each time you remove one from the wheel, another remaining entry will replace it.
Oh, look out.
I hope everyone's on there.
Let's go.
I'm just making sure that each person's on there.
Okay. Is Adam on there?
Yeah.
Yep.
That was the last one. All right, Adam's on there. Press the giveaway button. Actually, press the Rocky Nat story button.
All right.
And then we're on the screen too.
Done. Let's spin it up.
It's a photo finish.
Oh, Liam's still got a bottle of car shampoo sitting he hasn't picked up from last week. So
yeah.
So there you go. It is a photo finish, but it's going to Brad. There you go. He will we'll send it down because he's got some stickers and stuff sitting there from last week as well, actually. Mm-hmm. So we've got to remind to send that with Sally down to the cafe because I'm sure he'll call in down there. So we'll bust through a couple of stories so we can get into the next draw.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got? Next story. Oh, talk about more about breaking the law, but one that makes a good story, much better than the Friday night draggers, Friday night burnouters, I should say. Which they say is the world's most illegal record.
Oh yeah, the Cannonball.
Cannonball. Now,
I actually recently watched a Vin Wiki show episode on the guys who broke the record most recently.
This one or the last one?
The last one.
Now, we did the story already on that.
Yeah.
Right, and it was pretty full.
The last one or the one before that, I can't remember.
Okay, because
but they were talking about how it was like, is right now the best time to go and try and break the record, and they were like, we're not making any attempts.
Yeah, it's the best time right now because there's no traffic.
Yeah.
But the guys that broke the last one, we did the story on a live show last year, and it was pretty full on. The technology that they use, they got these bloody infrared binoculars out the roof, and they got a spotter full time sitting in the seat looking for police, and they got the radar detectors, they got all the different stuff, even Waze. which we all probably use a bit of. But they got everything. They had so much shit happening to try and keep it going, right, and make sure that they wouldn't get pulled over and wouldn't get caught.
Well, no one knows who the new crew is. Their new time beats the last time by more than 45 minutes.
Which is massive because it's the speed.
All people know is that they used the 2019 Audi A8 with a pair of large volume marine fuel tanks, ratchet strapped into the boot.
Okay, so that saved them a bit of fuel stop.
But there was also reports that there was an unknown number of drivers, possibly 4, were used for the run.
Well, you go out to your car if you've got a trip computer or whatever in your car that tells you your average speed. Go out and have a look at what your average speed is, and it's probably like 47 kilometres an hour.
Yeah,
or something like that.
The average speed was around 200
yes.
kilometres per hour.
Yep. So, 170, I think.
100, averaging 170. Sorry, and
for the whole run,
for the entire time. Highly likely that their cruising speed was 200.
Yes.
Or well north of 200. Sorry, I should read the whole.
Because you got to remember that there's all those points where they're doing a lot slower than 170. So for all the times that they're doing slower than 170, they've got to be doing a lot more than 170 to get an average of 170. But that's an insane speed to have an average.
Johnny says, "Is your microphone volume turned up? It's maxed as much as it can go."
Can't hear us? We've got to get closer. Yeah, there you go. Maybe we're a bit far away.
Or maybe it's never recovered from a trip hanging out of the tailgate of the Ute.
We did do that cruise with the Ute last week, and we did set the microphone up at the back of the Ute so you can have a listen.
There's a new VinWiki video.
There is a new VinWiki video on this one. I haven't watched it yet. But I will watch that one because I did watch the VinWiki on the last one. And VinWiki, we were talking about this in Discord the other day. They've got some good shows, and then they've got some average ones. But some of their stories are quite good, and I think the Cannonball one will be a good one. The last one was, and interesting to see what it is. What do you reckon?
Ed Boland notes that there is a level of hypocrisy involved in criticism from fellow Cannonball Run competitors.
Yeah, a lot of them criticise them for doing it at this time.
Yeah. And he says, "Do I think that this is the best use of time while the country is staying in during a pandemic?" He told Race and Track, he said, "Probably not, but for me to say it's awful is like a cocaine dealer saying a heroin dealer is awful."
Yeah, good point. That's a good point. It's we need some sort of Australian Cannonball Run. I don't know, very highly illegal, and we don't promote that in any way. But I don't know. It's hard not to get interested about Cannonball because it's been around so long. Right.
And Shane says, apparently there is an app the government wants you to download to keep track of everyone. GPS app. I know there is in South Korea, and that's like their way to give you your test results and things like that as well and stuff. So
as long as it's not the... a lot of people have been posting up stuff on Facebook about the vaccine for COVID-19 is going to be a tracking bloody thing injected in you. I'm like, tinfoil hats, man. Tinfoil hats. Settle down, people. There's all a government conspiracy.
Andrew Phillips says, how soft is the microphone? It's very soft.
Can you hear that? That's a dead cat. Yeah, I don't know. We changed and got slack, and Tyler stopped bringing over the big blue Yeti and just using the one that we normally use for filming. So let's do a stubby holder draw anyway as well, hey?
Okay, out of the draw here.
Yep. So you took away the last prize. It's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, those prizes are gone. I can see you've taken them away.
Spinning the wheel.
Spin away.
Scott Hoffman.
Hoffman, another one.
There you go.
You'll be able to drink many. You'll be able to have them lined up before the show on a Thursday night with me. Off stubby holder. The hardest thing last week was deciphering my writing.
Yeah.
You might, from who won what, as I got quite inebriated. So you've taken it away. There's no chance of winning another one now. You've taken it away.
There is a chance.
There's a chance you might bring it back. All right, we'll do another quick
Well, there's
story.
a chance to win more.
We've got to breeze through a few stories, eh?
Mhm.
What do we got?
UK drivers have been caught doing outrageous speeds during the lockdown.
We haven't seen Chris. No Chris Young tonight, UK. You could tell
Did
us
he
if
get
there's
fined?
something. How's it happen?
Maybe the transit.
They're blaming quiet roads and low fuel prices.
The British cops caught one driver doing 216 kilometres per hour in a 60 kilometre an hour zone.
There you go. That's pretty crazy. And he wasn't doing a cannonball run, so it's not acceptable.
Marv says, I wonder if we have an east to west cannonball run here in Australia from Byron Bay to Port Hedland.
Wow, that'd be massive.
There was a cannonball run in Australia at some point, I believe. But I think it was north-south or south-north or something.
I don't know. I have to research.
You can look it up. I believe there's stuff on it.
Another one over in the UK got done at 209 kilometres an hour on the M25, and that's a 70 mile per hour, 113 kilometre an hour speed limit. He was done nearly double, 209. According to the Surrey police, the hapless motorer said, I thought the faster I went, the less chance I could catch coronavirus. You like that excuse?
Yeah, it's great.
There was another two drivers stopped after being filmed racing at speeds of 128k an hour, and that was in a 64k an hour zone.
Yeah, wow.
They could have been racing car, even harder than that. No, because it's wrong. They went on about that. There was a lot. There was a heap more over in the UK. There's a few more in the story, but a lot have been done. And then even in around the London roads, the average speeds have sort of all crept up 20 miles an hour. They're saying.
There you go.
And yeah, all right. Said we breeze through the stories. Next one. You ready? Are you looking up Australian Cannonball Run?
Yep.
What do you got?
There's an archive about how the Cannonball Run crumbled, and it crumbled actually at sad reason. 4 people died.
Oh, that is a bit.
It was the dash from
Shit.
Darwin.
Darwin to say where?
Or maybe Adelaide, because that's what James Bayliss said.
Yep.
That'd be my guess.
Well, it sounds a bit sad now, so let's move off that topic.
Mm.
Next story. The Ram truck. Now, they're talking about resurrecting the Ute, and they threw a bit of a competition out there for anyone to design its new design of the Ute. So, and a lot of students I know were involved in this as well, but it was all about amateur car designers.
A lot of students you know, or just
No,
you know that there was a lot
I
of
know there
students
was a lot
involved.
of students. Yes. Yeah, I know there was a lot of students involved. I don't know them. No, I don't know any students really. But it was about a bit of an Aussie version of the Ram Ute, and I've put that one there to start with because that's the pick.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's actually pretty good. What do you reckon? That one's nice. I've got a couple of them here. I didn't bring them all, but would you like to see a bit of a low boy Ute happening? And here's another one, another design. If you don't like the dual cab, you can go the single cab. Some big ass wheels on that one. Or maybe you want something a bit more EV inspired, I think is the next one. And it's sort of got a bit more of a
Elon
Tesla.
Musk's as well.
Yeah, there's a bit of a Tesla look to that one.
I like the first one the most. Did you get this one in there?
No, that one looks pretty crap.
You didn't get the Power Wagon?
sorry to the person that designed that.
Hang on, I might be able to bring it up for people in the stream.
I don't think there's a need to.
There you go.
But they're
There's
only
the
given
cow
24.
wagon.
They're only given 24 hours to come up with the design, and so they did pretty well. And it was just done through social media. So they had 200 entries apparently from around the world.
Yeah, wow.
Hmm.
There you go. I like the first one you showed.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
I think
Definitely
that's
the
the
pick of
go.
them. Yeah, it was definitely the pick of them. So just to see what that first one looked like again, that one. Bloody good artist whoever drew that one too, wasn't he? It was definitely the best artist.
And James Baylor says it needs a 426 Hemi with a 671 out the bonnet.
Yes, definitely. Talking about boosts, though, we've got I've got another suggestion just coming in from Jamie. Thanks, mate, sending us a suggestion. Subscriber Car of the Week segment. He says.
How do we feel about that? Subscriber car of the week. If you send in your,
Jamie
maybe
says
we can do it.
Jamie says do a subscriber car of the week segment. You guys send in pics and a few details through during the week leading up to the show. We pick one to show on big telly behind us, and maybe even have a chat and do a bit of an interview like we would do normally at the car shows. That's not a bad idea. I thought about, a lot of people done the virtual car show thing on like Facebook and stuff like that, and I thought, could we do that, but maybe step it up a notch and have prizes and trophies?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Well, BCMC did that.
Did they? They had trophies.
They gave away prizes.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, good on them. There you go. Jump over and check out their page. There you go. I knew it was a good idea.
Yeah. Or maybe we get them to send it in through Facebook or Discord or.
Well, are they saying it's a good idea? They're on board?
I think so, yeah. Looks like it.
Wow.
You got Jeff says, hell yeah. Skid Pig, hell yeah. Shane, great idea. Mitch, do it.
There you go. Well, I think any of the... Maybe
send it in through anywhere, but if you are the pick, then you need to jump onto Discord, because that'll be the way we'll talk to you.
Yeah. Discord is the best, but maybe we start a channel in Discord to share it in as well. So we'll get that happening. A bit of a viewers' ride segment. That's a good idea. Thanks, Jamie. And Kia story. Kia. We sorry, Marf. I know he shared a Hyundai story for us. We've opted out of the Hyundai story and moved to Kia because we all know that Hyundai was horrible. It was another horrible design out of Hyundai, wasn't it? And I thought we'd bring something about Kia.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I think.
You think
Mad
what?
Kiwi says StreamYard or Skype call live. Discord works pretty well, though.
Yeah.
You can do Discord calls and you can use webcam in there if people wanted to. But not a lot of people like going on camera. So being behind a phone or something is a lot easier for a lot of people.
Phone's fine. Yeah. Don't have to be on camera.
And Marv says, then reserve a Hall of Fame. Hang on.
Oh, yeah, a bit more to it.
Yeah, it says, then reserve a Hall of Fame and only have the R33 in it.
I would do that for sure. So, Kia, more power. That's what they're bringing. More power to you with the Kia. Not a new motor, though, they're saying. So, the upgraded 2021 Kia Stinger will bring a mild powertrain design and equipment changes when it arrives in Australia around September. Contrary to recent reports, the more powerful 3.5 litre turbo petrol V6 from the new Genesis G80 will not be offered in the Kia Stinger, which may or may not be replaced at the end of its life cycle. Sources close to Kia say that the updated sports sedan will continue with its current powertrain range. That means it will headline by the same 3.3 litre turbo petrol V6 engine, 272 kilowatts, 510 newton meters, or the more potent 3.5 litre turbo petrol V6, 280 kilowatts. what's pairing? Sorry, the more potent 3.5 litre petrol V6 280 kilowatt engine pairing the upcoming Genesis G80 luxury sedan will not be offered with the Stinger. It's 8 kilowatts, right?
Yeah.
Difference. It's not too bad. 272 kilowatts in a standard motor in the Kia is pretty impressive. How much you got in that boat of yours?
Well, that'll be 272 kilowatts at the engine.
Oh, okay, so not as much as yours.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, you can run against Adam when the track's back up and test out the boat against his Kia.
Yeah, that's why I need to take it down to the Hoff.
Get it tuned and just check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do a
The
bit of a
prices
health
for
check
these
on it.
things sit between $47,000 and $65,000, so they're not as cheap as many of the Kia range, but they're quite a nice car. I do have a friend with one, Adam. I don't know if he's watching or not tonight, but he certainly does have one, and it is quite a nice car. So and he did trade in his V8 for it, so he's 850 horsepower.
He didn't trade it in though.
No, he didn't trade. He sold his 850 horsepower V8, bought a Kia.
Shane says, where in Discord should we post our cars? I've already created a channel now. It's called Subs Car of the Week. Entries.
There you go. A whole channel designed just for it. Tyler's already onto it. That's how great an idea it was. We'll give away some more prizes in a second.
Mal says, tell us, take it to Wynnum Marine. We'll tune it for you.
Wynnum Marine. He got upset this afternoon when I called all these. What was it? The window roof spoiler.
Oh yeah, the sail.
I call it a sail. All right, another story.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got some prizes and a quiz. The next story is about the Nissan. So, because of the Kia, twin turbo V6 Kia, there's a bit of a twin turbo Nissan on the horizon.
Finally, putting some turbos on it.
What's going on in the Nissan world, mate? Come on, tell us.
The 400Z, the replacement for the 370. Not too much in the way of styling, really.
Tell us about a 370Z. You know a little bit about a 370Z.
Not a huge amount.
What do you know about a 370Z?
Come with a 3.7 litre. The next one up from the 350Z, which is the 3.5 litre.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that makes sense.
Yep. Yeah, they did well on that one.
Yeah.
They've
got a bit of power.
owns one. They've got a decent amount of power. They're naturally aspirated. They don't have a lot of room in the engine bay. It's fairly common that you'll see people take out the airboxes and put turbos in their place. That's pretty much all you can do, but there's not a lot of room to play with. So now that they're doing it from factory, in theory, you might have a little bit more room, right? Because you just replace it and put some bigger ones on. Yeah. The next generation Z car is going to be bringing 300 kilowatts rear drive, because that's what they've always been.
Yep.
The 350Z is commonly pretty well drifted everywhere. It makes the sound of a trumpet.
Like the last post, yep.
Not that sort of trumpet.
Oh. Here you go.
They're redesigning the logo and the looks as well to pay tribute to the original 1970s Datsun 240Z.
Right.
There you go.
Okay.
So immediately, from the looks of this one, I'm
and
assuming
twin
this
turbo.
is
You said there's not much room in it, but they're going to squeeze 2 turbos in there.
Yeah, well, that's common. It's usually what people do.
That's what they do. Okay.
But obviously, this is probably not the new styling, right? This is pretty much an old one. Mm-hmm. They're probably testing the new powertrain in it. So
okay. We do have a few comments coming through. Roy's talking about someone set a fire to a Hyundai in his street last night. They're over those Hyundai stories. Benson Hedges had a stinger tailgating him last night. He put up with that because it was okay, nice as fuck looking. It might have been police because they love to use them too. what else we got happening there? A few comments back to Roy. Jeff says he'd still rather a Turbo Pro charge the VE V6 before buying a Stinger. Nice dado, says Mal. Only the steel parts left. The engine melted. That's Roy talking about the Hyundai fire. What else have I got, Tyler?
Benson Hedges says turbo is awesome. Shane's that keeps rolling down. Never mind, that was a conversation. Mad Kiwi says, was the 3.7 a Renault engine in the 370? I think they share it. Mitch says his two lesbian friends each owned a Z. There you go.
Says the Hyundai man. Laughing at those Nissan blokes.
James Baylor says that's similar to the R35. Sort of, I guess. They don't have a lot of room in the engine bay either, right? So, but I think you have a little bit more that you can take out of there. I'm not sure. I don't own one, so it's a pipe dream. Roy Ferntalk says my hairdresser's friend drives Audis. Keeps going down. Roy also then said, sorry about that. I lied. I have no friends. He called all of us.
Oh, classic. All right, let's do some giveaways.
Mm-hmm. And then we got the quiz, right? So.
And then we got the quiz. So giveaways.
No, Mitch said touche.
Let's let's put another stubby holder up first, eh?
Mm-hmm.
You're getting ready for the quiz.
Yeah. Now I can hear the noise too. I can hear the wheel.
Oh yeah, okay.
All right, you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Who is it? Matty Crick. That was close too. Oh, you broke it now. Blame me before.
Well, I didn't have any sound, so I was just trying to work it out. I don't have any sound at all through the headphones.
Oh, that's the problem. You got this worked out?
Okay, I'm probably going to knock the mic again.
Well, Tyler works on the gear.
It probably helps to plug it in, doesn't it?
Okay, that worked. The sound now?
No.
No, nothing. Hello?
Have you got sound?
Oh.
I know you guys have got sound.
No, I got nothing. Oh, yep, there's something. Yep, I got that. Did you get that?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Oh, I've spun the wheel again.
Oh, you spun the wheel again?
Accidentally.
So there's another stubby holder going.
And it goes to Mad Kiwi.
Mad Kiwi.
Congratulations.
There you go.
But I suppose the one that everyone's been waiting for.
Yeah.
The shirt, stubby holder, and I guess we can throw a sticker in with it as well, why not?
Yeah. All right, the merch pack.
Mad Kiwi.
Oh! He's getting a whole lot. He's getting a bit of everything.
There you go. Well, Mad Kiwi, send us your shirt size so we can send you a shirt.
A shirt and a couple of stubby holders. There you go. And maybe that's karma because he won stickers last week and gave them away.
Yeah, he gave them to someone else.
Yeah, he gave them to Mars and Kaz. So there you go. Let's get ready for some quiz action. Did I see a quizzer getting around out there, walking around, our carryover champion? I hope they're ready. So there's been a bit of banter as usual about the quiz this week already in Discord.
Rigged, they said.
Rigged, yeah. Look, it's International Post. I was hoping for someone else to win.
It's expensive.
But well done. The conversion rate, Mel says he only gets half a t-shirt. Conversion to New Zealand. All right, have we got our quizzes joining in? Have you got that sorted?
Not yet. I'm still trying to join our own chat.
You're trying to get in there yourself?
All right. So we need yeah, and Sal.
Yeah. I need the slide for the quiz.
Mm-hmm.
You go.
Yep. Mark Nolan up against Ground Floor 64.
Yeah, no, yeah. Now, he gets the reference there to the yeah, no, yeah. Who's the yeah, no, yeah logo that we've picked?
It's Mike Nolan. That's what I just said.
Oh, that's Mike Nolan. Sorry. How's he go?
Yeah, I can't do it.
Have we got
From
anyone?
Big Les.
You got this
I
chat
do.
worked out?
I'm just adding the answers onto my questions because I didn't do it earlier.
Oh, you're only halfway done.
I do know what my answers are.
Well, that's a start. He's in the waiting room. He's waiting.
I do see that. I'm just making sure I get some of these incorrectly. I probably should make sure I'm not
Marv
showing
knows it. Big Les. He gets the reference. And have we got Sally in there as well?
I don't know. Check in a second. And no.
No, Sally.
Oh, there she is now.
There she is. We just yell out.
All right, we're here. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah's gone again.
We've got Sally. Hello, Sal.
Hey.
Yeah, no, yeah's left again.
He's in the waiting room.
I keep moving him in and he leaves.
Stay in
Hello?
there.
Yeah, no, yeah, you here? Hello? No, he's gone again.
Don't touch it. Just stay in there. You gonna bring him in again?
In a second.
In a
I'm
second.
assuming maybe he doesn't want to be dragged in here because he keeps moving back. Maybe he's not ready yet.
Or he's hitting the wrong button.
I probably shouldn't put that down there. It'll be kicked over.
You probably should have a. What do you?
So he's
You've got a Harrigan's car show stubby holder. Hot rod show.
Yep. Which is funny because I've been watching a show about hot rods recently and it's made me want one.
You brought him in?
I'll try again now. Hello? Yeah. Don't leave. You're here now.
You got us, buddy? You there? Hello? No, we can't hear him. Hey,
Hello,
there he is. We have you. Hey, we have you.
There you go, boys.
Good.
Very good.
Right. And been plenty of banter this week, hasn't there?
Oh,
Just a little.
more than, and I'm ready.
Now,
I'm not.
it's been quite funny here this afternoon, mate. Toller's been stirring Sally up. I think, what'd you tell her at one
You wouldn't
stage?
let me watch the bloody video.
And then told her we had one of the questions was how many wheels were on the wall in the shop.
Yeah.
So I hope you counted those up. Are you on track for that?
Oh, that's a bit deep in detail.
That may or may not be true. I have no idea. Everyone knows I have no idea what the actual questions are. So,
All right, we'll test the buzzers. We got Sal
So,
and yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
both
All
off
right.
to a good start.
All right. Question number 1. What is something you don't need to do when changing lanes? Is it A, use your indicator, B, shoulder check, or C, honk your horn?
Yeah.
Sal?
honk.
That's correct.
Correct. 1-0.
Question number 2. How do you check the tyre pressure in your car's tyres? A, as
Yeah.
long as... Yeah?
Did you say how to?
Yes. Or how do you?
With the type?
That is correct.
Oh, lucky with the quick jump in.
I had my other answers. These weren't correct, by the way. I was actually wanted to read these out. It was A, as long as they don't look flat, they're fine. B, your foot.
Kick it.
Question number 3. What is the right way to pass other cars in America? A, honk until they move. B, pass on the right. C, pass on the left.
So,
Yeah.
Sal?
pass on your left. So if you're on
That's
their
correct.
right.
It's all right. You don't have to explain it.
That's a
I was
point.
hoping that it'd catch you out. It didn't.
So I
Question
was
number
just trying
4.
to work out my left from right.
Question number 4. When did Tesla release its first vehicle? A, 2008, B, 2010, or C, 2016?
Yeah.
Sal.
Yeah, no, yeah.
2010.
That is incorrect. Sally?
2008.
That is correct. Oh,
Yeah.
look out.
Just between the two.
France. What's in the chat? Everyone's just saying France.
Oh, come on, dude.
Question number 5. What is a dipstick used for? Is it A, to power the
Yeah.
windshield wipers? Yeah,
Oh,
To check the oil.
that is correct. Question number 6.
3-2. Just score check. 3, Sally. 2, yeah, no, yeah.
Okay. Question number 6. When was the first gas-powered car ever created? Was it A, 1930, B, 1700, or C, 1886?
Yeah.
Sal.
Yeah?
A.
A, it was not 1930.
What were the other two?
Don't know. 1700 or 1886?
1886.
That is correct.
You didn't know that anyway.
Well, I was going to go with the 1930.
All right. Question number 7.
4-2.
Question number 7. What is the most expensive part of owning a new vehicle? Is it A, fuel, B, tyres, or C, depreciation?
Yeah.
Sal.
Yeah?
Fuel.
That is incorrect.
Oh, up here it is.
Sally.
Depreciation.
Yes, depreciation is the most expensive
You
part
lose-
of owning a new
You lose
vehicle.
a shit ton driving it off the lot.
5-2. I don't know if is it possible to come back from here? No. Maybe. No. I don't know. Yes, you can tie it. You
Yeah.
can still tie it. No
No,
pressure.
You can take it out if he gets all of them. Question number 8.
If.
By the way, if you get this question wrong, Paulie's probably going to hate you. In which European country is the Volvo Group headquarters? Is it A, Germany, B,
Sal.
Sweden?
Yeah.
Sal?
France.
No, that is incorrect. Yeah, no, yeah. Do you know?
I'm pretty sure it's in Germany, isn't it?
That is incorrect. It's in Sweden.
Oh, points have gone begging. No points for that question.
Question number 9.
Paulie's hating you both.
Yeah. Question number 9. Where did I go to get my new wheels?
Yeah.
Sal.
Yeah,
Gold Coast wheels and tyres.
that is correct. Question number 10. What size wheels did I put on the Skyline?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sal.
18 by 9.5s.
that is correct.
But you weren't sure about the offset.
Yeah, I don't know whether it was plus 20. I thought we ordered plus 20, but then he said plus 25. So
There you go.
Yeah, they look like
They
they're
look
poking
good,
out a
so-
little bit. Nah, she looks mint.
well, it's 5-4.
There you go. That's it. 5-4. That was close.
Well, maybe if you can get the bonus question, that's pretty difficult.
I was going to say, where's the bonus question? Tied up?
Have you got a bonus question if we're tied up?
I can-
That makes it a bit hard.
I can get one from the internet for a bonus question.
I know the bonus question doesn't count. Go on.
Alright.
Let's ask it though.
What
Good man.
film was being shown on the TV in the shop?
Hang on, what was that question again? Because I was talking.
What movie or film was being shown on the TV in Gold Coast Wheels and Tyres when I took the shot of the shop?
I don't know what film it was. I just
I don't
there's
know
a
what it
car
was.
sitting down the road.
Yeah, it was a black car skidding down the road.
It was Fast and Furious.
There you go.
Was it?
Yeah,
Oh, well, there you go.
it was not France.
There you go.
So there you go, Sal. You've done it. You have come out on top.
Oh, really?
5-4. Very close.
Well done, Sal.
Marv says
Thanks,
F your
mate.
questions, Paulie. That was none of his questions this week. Paulie loves Volvos, so
I'm sure we'll be copping a dig.
Good stuff. We'll see some more banter in Discord this week, and if you want to get on and take Sally on, that's 2 weeks in a row.
jump in Discord to give it a go.
She's chasing down some records because we've had
I need redemption.
we've had some records, right? We've got Scotty S
And Marv,
and Marf now both. Is it 8 or 9?
8, I believe,
8 wins apiece.
in consecutive.
Consecutive wins, yes. Yeah, and we've had only 2 people have been able to beat Marf, and that's Scotty and Sally. There you go.
I've got to say, I was shitting bricks tonight, I'll tell you. I'm 5-4, I am more than happy with.
It's a respectable scoreline, right?
It's very
More than happy
respectable.
with.
And you
Like
beat
I
it.
say, buzz first, ask question, think later.
Well,
Well,
I think you did well on a few of those questions, mate. You did get in early, didn't you? I think you got the jump on Sally
We
on
need
a
more
few
answers. I actually put, we need more answers. We need more entries.
of them. Tyler's
Okay, edit
messing
we
up.
need more entries.
More entries. Get on it. Get on the giveaway channel. What have we had? About 7, 8 people been entering each week.
It's not hard, it's good fun.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just a laugh, isn't it? Right? We're not playing for sheep stations. We're not.
There you go.
No.
Mark's in the chat. He said overall, he's the overall leader with 13 wins total.
Oh, there's another record. 13 wins in total. Man, who knows all the records as well. So he'll keep us on track, and he'll be sure to keep us up to date with all that stuff. So
The adjudicator is on the job.
he's there. He is onto it. That's right. Awesome. Great round. Good work, guys. And we'll let you guys sign on out. How you going, Sal? I put the pressure on you last week. I know I upset you with a few questions last week. But you want to thank everyone for this week?
Yes. Yeah, everybody who got on and bought some coffee. Yeah, big shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome response. I've actually had more coffee coming in than I've had going out. It's there's just not enough of them coming into the shop now
We're going to bring more coppers in now to get free coffees.
to get the coffee.
So we do appreciate that. The response has been pretty cool across Facebook from people sharing it, that promo, as well as the amount of people from Overtaking Lane that helped out and chucked in as well was awesome.
Yep.
There was plenty of people listed in the Facebook post as well. Sal's been listing people up that have been shouting a cup for a copper, and not everyone's keen on shouting the coppers. I get that, but if we ever need them, I think they do a pretty important job, right? And I think
Yeah.
we've got to remember that. Yes, we get. Geez, I copped a speeding ticket not too long ago, right? And that sucked. First one I've had for a while, but it is important. If we ever need them, we do want them, and that everyone says, why didn't you do it for the nurses or why didn't you do it for the ambos? Because the coffee shop's beside the cop shop.
No.
That's why.
Mal's got a question. If I have been pulled over by a cop, do I get a coffee?
Well, she's got a few extras down there. They're still got to wait for a few more coppers to get in. So if you pop in and see Sal as well, I'm sure
I
she'll look
actually
after you guys.
told the coppers that we'd extend it to the army guys because I've seen a couple of them getting around this week too. So
There you
but
go.
I haven't seen none of them have been into the shop. So
So there you go. But thanks for the support. I think it's important to
Yep.
say.
Yep.
And if you want to continue to help out, then share. Jump on Facebook, like Ground Floor 64, give it a share. It is really bloody tough. Nobody wants to own a cafe at the moment. What was that? What was that
especially
post?
not me.
Yeah, I'd give it away. If anyone wants a cafe in Surfers,
Come and see me.
come and see us. You can have it. I'm quite serious about that point. But we'd be better off working for somebody else than paying to go to work. That's exactly how it is at the moment. So, and yeah, Mad Kiwi says, thanks everyone who tipped Sally. There was a lot of tips I saw come in tonight on the wheel as well.
Thanks guys.
That went towards that. It's just hard. And it's not just support your local coffee shop as well, right? Because
Yep.
they're all bloody doing it tough.
Mhm.
Yeah, so if you've got a local coffee shop, We even had, I don't know if Michael's in here, Michael Marvin is a follower of the channel, Bungalow Coffee. He donated towards Ground Floor 64, and he's doing it tough too. So that was pretty cool. So
Jamie says spin the wheel.
spin the wheel.
We got another stubby holder.
I reckon we got another stubby holder, guys. So, but good work, Sal. We'll see you again next week. You're back again.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
See ya.
Mal says
See
next
ya.
week on the wheel, one cafe.
We can give away a cafe. That's a good idea. Who wants a cafe on the wheel? Next week we'll take. We get to $200 donations. You can have a cafe,
And all the bills come with it.
But yeah, they can have them too.
Exactly. All right, we're gonna spin
All right,
up.
thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
Sal. Thank you. We're gonna spin up another stubby holder.
Spinning. Matty Crick.
There you go.
Let's spin up two more. Why not? We've got a fair few donations, and we can carry over some from last week, I'm sure. Steve Wild has won a stubby cooler as well.
Definitely deserves one.
He is a
Well done.
massive supporter.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks,
probably
Maddie.
racked
Thanks, everybody.
I can imagine. I feel like with everything that Steve's donated, he's probably nearly racked up $1,000 donated to Overtaking Lane now. So
Steve
over the
is
year that
our
he's been supporting
first
us now.
ever donator. When we were doing Kenda, he was on there. He would shout us dinner while we're doing the live show. He'd say go buy a carton.
We've got an entry in the car of the week already.
See that one? We want to see that in person. All right, guys. Well, we're at the end of the thing. We thank you again.
We got one more.
You got one more?
This is the last one.
Okay.
Last stubby tour.
Usually me drinking away stuff.
Crazy Van.
There you go.
Congratulations.
He'd be happy to go with his shirt that doesn't fit him. We'll probably have to watch this back to actually get all the winners. Thanks, guys. Thank you. We'll see what we can come up with for next week, or maybe someone suggested that it was an end of the month thing. Once a month we do the wheel, which is a good idea as well.
Mm-hmm.
So check out our website, give that a share, give it a follow. Please hit the thumbs up for us on the video. Make sure you're subscribed. Many of you are. We know you are, and we appreciate that. We've got a video coming out Tuesday of the Ute.
Mm-hmm.
So we take that for a bit of a cruise and have a bit of a chat.
I don't know whether you've organised some stuff for us to film this weekend. Hopefully you have.
We're going to sort something out.
Because I've organised stuff for the weekend after.
That's the weekend after, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we might have to do something. We'll work it out. But thanks again, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We might. I guess we don't have much else. There's the merch. There's the shirt. Who won the shirt tonight?
Mad Kiwi, I believe.
Mad Kiwi. There's the shirty one. They do look very cool. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I don't have much else.
Uh-huh.
We're done. We're
Subscribe,
out.
like, share it to your friends.
Help us out with that.
We'll see you next week, and we'll see you in the next one.
We'll see you on Tuesday with a video.
Mm-hmm.
Cruising in the Ute. You get to hear what it's like from behind. Mal knows what that is. No, it's the other way around. Damn it. He beat me. All right, guys, we'll play some tunes, and we're going to start to pack up. All right.
See you in the next one.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks so much. Really appreciate it.
so earth, and I'm gonna take you traveling the world. I can love you. Yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'll give you all of what I've got. The fancy finds, baby, I have not. Just gonna love you. Yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you, baby. Cross my heart and hope to die. just a splitting hairs. It's a good world.